Well, okay, guys, squad, my platoon. We're going to see the Rev said this. Oh snap! I am not with my headphones. Wait a second. You're never going to see my face again. Okay. Let's increase the volume and start. The Trash Taste made a huge mistake. Yes, I saw that they invited Hassan Piker a second time. Okay, guys, let me be real honest with you all. I don't need to be a successful YouTuber. I'm just doing this for fun because I'm going to be a doctor and I will have money to live my life as happy I want to be. So yeah, I don't like Hassan Piker. He's a terrorist sympathizer. He literally just put a Houthi terrorist and made everybody. And he was like, "Oh, look at him! He likes One Piece. Ooh." No, I don't like Hassan Piker, and I don't think anybody uh, should give him a platform. It's kind of funny. We were in a stage that Connor, Chris, and the Trash Taste Boys were criticizing Mr. Beast for working with Logan Paul, but then now they are working with Hassan Piker. That I believe in some cases it's worse than Logan Paul because Logan Paul is just a dumbass. He's just an idiot. That's Hassan Piker is actively supporting terrorism and anti-America sentiment. I'm not American. I'm not from the USA. I'm from Brazil. But you can't have a guy saying that America deserved 9/11.
This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. Fuck it. I'm saying it.
And still live in freaking the USA. Come on, FBI. Do something about that. You can say a guy telling us that the Tibet massacre was justified. The Chinese Tibet massacre was justified.
And
So China unilaterally took over Tibet,
like
squelched
these are
their culture. They basically are trying to, homogenize the culture.
if your culture
They're trying to squell the religion and the identity.
the part of
they did them
feudal
a favor.
warlords and slavery, abolishing that, yes, I do think that is good.
No, China did them a favor.
I think that yes, I
was a
will be on the record
Just
to
like
say,
Or you can't have a guy laughing at people dying just because they are Israeli or Jew. That's not. You can't give this guy a platform. And I was really disappointed with the Trash Taste Boys. So yeah, let's see what Rev says desu says about that. I'm going to like this video.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here.
Hey,
so
what's
today
up?
We'll be talking about the Trash Taste podcast because over the past day or so, they have been facing more controversy than they arguably have ever faced before.
Okay.
Now, the
Yeah.
Trash Taste podcast is a podcast that largely focuses
On anime.
anime, Japan, and their three hosts are the Anime Man,
Connor,
CLPA,
and
Giguk,
Giguk.
who are three prominent channels who have largely focused on anime and Japan throughout their careers, and right now they're facing a lot of backlash.
Yes, I watched the three of them. Actually, I never watched too much of the Anime Man, but I love the Gigux seasonal review and the video he does with his wife, Sydney Snap. And I really love the Connor's cosplay adventures. Yes, I really hope he does more of that. If he apologizes and never works with Hassan again, because it's kind of bad when you're working with Hassan on multiple times.
For their most previous podcast episode, and as you can see here, they had a special guest that caused this controversy, and that special guest is, of course, Hassan Piker. Now, I respect these three individuals, but I think they massively miscalculated how people would receive Hassan as a guest on their anime-focused podcast in the year 2025.
Yes.
As you can see, the like-dislike ratio...
No, because a year ago they did an episode with Hassan, but Hassan wasn't as known back then. He said stupid shit back then. but he wasn't know. Now people know what the heck he's talking about, and yeah, yada yada.
Ratio on this is pretty much 50-50. 16,000 likes versus 15,000.
But now it's even bigger. I will see if I can put this, but editor, poof.
Dislikes. There's over 20,000 comments on this video right now, and you'd be hard pressed to find any of them that are positive, and almost all of them.
Actually, when I saw this, it was like this. Oh, Hassan is in Trash Taste. Let me watch it, and then I will look at the comments. And it was kind of funny because on the first 30 seconds of when the video got released, there are a bunch of negative comments, and then we had really positive comments like an hour after, and now we have negative comments. In the end, we are going to see the comments. We are going to see the comments. I don't believe they are deleting comments. I just believe that YouTube, the Hassan fans are reporting those comments, and YouTube is deleting them or pushing them down. Because I gave a negative comment. I said exactly what I told you at the beginning. We had Connor and Chris and the Trash Taste guys saying that Mr. Beast was wrong because of Logan Paul, because of that, and now they are doing the same thing with Hassan, giving a piece of shit a platform. So yeah, and my comment wasn't deleted, but maybe I'm just not funny enough, or my wording was not so blatantly. I didn't swear. I just said I'm disappointed, like a mother or a father, like a father when he's disappointed on you.
Are talking about the choice of Hassan Piker as the special guest for this because he is a very controversial figure right now.
Yes.
The irony of this, of course, is that they had him on the podcast about 2 years ago, and they didn't receive anywhere near this level of backlash.
Yeah, because nobody knew who Hassan Piker was back then, but now everybody knows about him. If you want to watch, H3H3 did an amazing video bashing Hassan and exposing everything. Nuxanor always did some content pieces on Hassan, and it is disgusting. I don't care if you are pro-Palestine, pro-Israel. You can't be here supporting terrorist acts and laughing at people dying. Because when civilians die, when civilians get caught in the crossfire, it's always a tragedy. No matter what they are, or where they are, or what religion they are.
Because times have changed. Okay, there's always been controversy surrounding Hassan, but over the past year or so, there's been so many things that have been dredged up, so many recent controversies involving him as well, that now a lot of people are aware of what he thinks and what he does and the things he's done in the past, and they don't like it. They don't want him associated with anything they like, including the Trash Taste podcast. There are whole websites right now dedicated to Hassan and his goons. And
and Hassan is popping out everywhere. We had in the I Did a Thing, and I believe he played Helldivers with Iron Mouse. And guys, come on, he's a terrorist sympathizer. Why the hell are you collaborating and giving him a platform? I Did a Thing. It's a YouTuber that I believe has a pretty good moral compass. I don't agree with him in many things actually, but I like his way of. I like that he sticks to his guns and he's a moral guy. But doing a video with Hassan Piker, come on, dude, just don't. Stuff
he has done, including being a terrorist sympathizer, sharing terrorist propaganda on stream, saying America deserved.
Oh no, it's just music videos. They are not Hezbollah and Hamas music videos. Oh no, of course not.
9/11 and other just disgusting comments. There's so many of them that it's hard to keep track. And at this point, like, I'm sure that pretty much every single thing he's done if someone committed one of those things as a content creator,
Oh, they would be so done. So done. But Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, loves him. So yeah, guys, this stream also has a double meaning. We are taking money from Dan Clancy because nobody is watching me. I'm irrelevant. I'm just wasting their money. Yay!
their career would be over. But here he is, still standing and still getting collabs and being glazed over by journalists on a regular basis. It's absolutely...
Oh yeah, because he told everybody that, oh, the 40-year-old journalists agree with me. Yeah, from the traditional media that nobody listens to because of all the propaganda. Amazing, the propagandists think you're correct? Oh my god! Oh!
insane. Now, like I said, I think the boys here on Trash Taste, they miscalculated how bad this choice of guest would be received. This happened at the end of the podcast where they're discussing basically how they think people will perceive Hassan as a guest, and that, well, it might have a couple of negative comments.
Yeah. Thank you guys for having me on.
Of course. No worries.
And I feel like this time it's less controversial that I'm on. Now that I've been on one time, they're used to it. So it'll be fine.
We'll still get
Yeah, we're about to see.
I guarantee there'll be like 5 comments or somebody's like, I can't believe they're
Yeah.
No, it wasn't just 5 comments. But I know that the boys are in a company. They are employees. But I also believe, as they are the main talents, they have pretty hefty voting power. And come on, guys. I believe what I would do in this situation would be to just delete the video and say, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what we were thinking, and it's deleted forever. We are not giving a platform to a terrorist sympathizer. And if they do this, actually, everybody's going to pardon them. Because, yeah, sometimes a company just influences you to just do stupid shit. But now that the company sees that people are hating this, there you have the chance to do the right thing and just delete this video and just say, oh no, Hassan Piker is a terrorist sympathizer and we don't want to be affiliated with him. Sorry about trying to make him sound like a cool guy.
Yeah, well, it was a little more than 5 comments, unfortunately. There was 20,000 as of recording this video. It's like,
I prefer my anime discussion not involve a guy who celebrated the death of innocent civilians in no less than 2 different recent modern conflicts, and who cares water for authoritarian regimes and celebrate terrorism indiscriminately attacking civilian vessels at sea, abducting the crews, and who still stone women to death for not obeying every single command. Thanks. But guys, he's just like Luffy. He's just like Luffy. Tibetan here. Congrats, guys, for having a Chinese genocide denier on the pod. Very cool. And unsubscribe. Yes, this is what we need to do. Just leave a dislike, a negative comment, and just unsubscribe. This is the worst thing we can do to them. Just unsubscribe.
a day and a half after the episode was released, and you can see a lot of people not happy. This is just a random crop of comments here. Let's read a few. This person with 1,400 likes saying, I prefer my anime discussion not involve a guy who celebrated the death of innocent civilians in no less than 2 different recent modern conflicts, and who carries water for authoritarian regimes and celebrates terrorists indiscriminately attacking civilian vessels at sea,
the Tibetan guy has a Winston Churchill picture. Very nice guy.
For not obeying their every command. Thanks. The next one says, Connor, there'll be like 5 comments like, I can't believe they had him back on. Me checks the comment section. Oh, how wrong you were.
And how wrong were they? And this is awesome because this means that the landscape is changing. Because I believe people are good. I believe people are intrinsically good. but we need to uphold people to their actions. We need to condemn people when they do stupid shit. And this is exactly what I'm loving about this situation. We are making them pay. We are making them know that this is not the way and we don't like this and we are not going to support this. Not financially and not with our time.
The next one says Tibetan here.
Oh.
Congrats for having a Chinese genocide denier on the pod. Very cool and unsubscribed.
Yeah, but as Hassan said, Tibet is a culture that kills people, not like in Gaza they just throw homosexuals out of the roof. Yeah, isn't that nice? They don't have murder in their culture, like Tibet, as Hassan said.
Having Hassan is a good idea. This isn't just a simple drama that can be ignored. That's like saying 9/11 is just drama and then proceed to have Bin Laden or Al Qaeda members as guests to talk about their favorite video games.
I believe Hassan also put up like a Hamas uniform. It's disgusting.
You guys seriously brought on a guy that is a terrorist sympathizer, glazed a Houthi pirate in his journalist interview, and watches terrorist propaganda videos on stream.
But the guy watches One Piece. It's just like Luffy.
Disgusting. And this person says this is not one of those situations where not wanting to talk about drama means ignoring your friend, getting called out for being a terrorist sympathizer, and then platforming him. This is so disappointing. And the comments go on and on and on and on, okay? It's very, very poorly received. And this is even more ironic and really just kind of paints a very clear picture about how people in that community view Hassan, because things are overwhelmingly negative. And that's despite Hassan begging his own viewers to, in his words, brigade the video and try to basically counter all of the negative comments. This was live on his stream.
Too bad I get irritated from just seeing his face. The guy has said so many profoundly idiotic things that I honestly cannot listen to a word from him. The brigade is on, folks. Get in and actively counter the brigade.
Oh my god, it's going to be a war. And fortunately, we won. Hell yeah.
It didn't work. Can you imagine?
Yeah, it didn't work. We won.
In fact, it just shows how desperate he is to try to spin the narrative here, and that just made people look even more ridiculous because they're...
Yeah, because Hassan lives on his own bubble, and now that bubble is open. Because he's not popular outside of his own bubble, and people don't like him.
going into the comments section, just trying to argue with people, and it didn't work out. But there were some other controversies involving the comment section, including people saying stuff like this. Funny how this comment section suddenly started glazing Hassan after ripping him apart. Don't think we didn't notice that the top comment got removed. Here's another one saying, sad to see they had to delete so many comments. I like Trash Taste, but this is very disappointing. Insecure much. Now there was a lot of comments like this.
Yeah, I don't believe they are deleting comments. I just believe there are Hassan fans mass reporting the comments. And also YouTube tends to hide negative comments in their videos.
On social media, claiming that Trash Taste were going around and deleting some of the top comments that were attacking Hassan. Now, this was the official response pinned to the video by Trash Taste, saying simply, we don't and have never deleted comments on any episodes.
Oh, but we are going to trust somebody who gives a platform to a terrorist sympathizer. Yeah.
And I'm going to go on a limb here and say I believe them. Okay?
No, I actually believe them. I'm just making fun, guys.
A lot of people will still say I don't believe you, but I generally think they're telling the truth here. Especially when you have a video like this. I can speak from experience. I've never gotten like 20,000 comments in the first 24 hours on videos, but I've had some with like 10,000 videos that have popped off. And I can tell you, when you get a lot of comments coming in a short span of time, it completely busts the comment section. Okay, you'll have the top comments, the most liked ones, falling down underneath hundreds of other ones. Some will just straight up disappear. And then you also have situations where some of the comments get flagged, they get auto-flagged by YouTube, and they're held for review. And you know, while we're here talking about this subject, Same thing for me. I've never deleted a single comment on any of my videos. If your comment doesn't show up, it's because it got auto-flagged.
The only comment I deleted in my entire short streamer and YouTuber life was a bot. He was my first chatter, and he was trying to sell a crypto scam in my chat, so I delete the comment. But guys, I'm not going to censor you. I will never censor you. I will fight for your right to say stuff I don't like, because that's freedom of speech. But I also will not endorse and give my time and money to people who say stuff I don't like, I don't agree. I believe that's just logical in the end.
For review, and it just never got approved because they catch so many, it's impossible to keep track with these flag comments that happen over and over again, pretty much every minute on YouTube. But yes, like I said,
Hassan, y'all might as well have Logan Paul on the next episode. Yes! Crypto Zoo again! Japanese forest again!
I think I do believe
no, I'm not
they
going
were
to say
not
that.
deleting these comments, and it's just unfortunate timing. But some people saw their response here, and they're even more angry, and I kind of understand where they're coming from, because we're seeing kind of two main issues everyone's talking about right now, right? The overwhelming majority of people are criticizing the choice of special guest. There was also some people saying that there was comments being deleted. They only addressed one of the two things. They went after the much smaller issue of deleting.
Yeah, because they don't want to say out loud that we are platforming a terrorist sympathizer. That's not a nice thing to say, isn't it?
Deleting comments. They felt the energy and need to address that, but not to address all of the anger directed towards them and the disappointment for choosing Hassan as a guest for this episode. It shows to many that they don't really seem to care about the complaints and the wishes of people who are not happy about this situation. So it's almost like speaking on that one issue kind of raised some alarms about the other issue. It shows that they don't really want to address it, but they felt comfortable enough and felt the need to address this whole deleted comments controversy going on over the past day. Now, there was also some other stuff I was seeing on Reddit, on their subreddit. A lot of debate. People very polarized about this. Some people were very...
Oh yeah, and Reddit, and the Reddit is like a cesspool. Reddit is like, it's a echo chamber. And usually when your Reddit turns against you, that's a signal that's a sign that you're doing something really messed up.
Angry about the choice of guests. Some people tried to defend it. Some people tried to call out some of the things going on. But I saw this part here that was interesting. Under the actual official post here, you see someone saying this: first time seeing a 50% like to dislike ratio on Trash Taste episode, assuming the extension is accurate 30 minutes after the upload, which is...
Yeah, now it's even bigger. I saw on Twitter, and I am laughing about that.
Still at 50% all this time later. And then this person says, with 112 updates, saying it was the same last time he was on. Like I said earlier, they had Hassan on the podcast about 2 years ago, and this is it. No, they were not received the same.
Yeah, because nobody knew Hassan back then, and he just seems like a guy who knows a bit of anime, but nobody knew him back then.
In fact, with 2.5 million views on this video, they only received 7K dislikes.
But yeah, no, because nobody knew back then. Same thing with BetterHelp. I believe the Trash Taste Boys did an apology for BetterHelp, because the company chose the advertisement. But yeah, do the same thing. It's easy. But you can just delete the video, because you probably don't have a contract with Hassan saying that you can't delete the video.
Current dislike number on the latest episode is already over 15,000, double on only about 200,000 views. So about a tenth of the views, but double the dislikes. That's crazy. And of course, the ratio is completely different. 76,000 likes, 7,000 dislikes. It's about a 90% like-dislike ratio versus the 50% from the latest episode. Obviously, things have changed. Anyone claiming, oh, this was expected backlash, well, not to them. This was not as controversial as people thought. This was back, like I said, about 2 years ago. Not as many people had such a hostile view of Hassan. And over the past year, there's been so many exposed videos and things that have come out of the woodwork about him. People are very angry about him, very hostile towards him being involved in any sort of space they like. And I think this is a real demonstration of that. And I think the people on the podcast, the three guys here, they grossly underestimated how much people have a hostile view of Hassan. And I think Hassan is unfortunately realizing that, man, outside his own bubble, a lot of people really don't like him. He's flabbergasted by the number of negative comments.
Yeah, who would have guessed when you glaze terrorist, people are not going to like you. Oh my god. Oh my god, the shock in my face. It's almost like, oh, if I glaze like a Nazi, people are not going to like me. Oh my god, who would have thought about that? Oh, also remember, he denies the rapes on October 7. And later on he said, oh, even if they did rape the people there, oh, that doesn't matter. God, my editors are going to kill me because he's going to be responsible for finding all those clips.
Of course.
Or just watch the H3H3 video. It's an awesome video, but it's very long, but I recommend. Or just do the Nuxanar. Nuxanar, it does a really good in-depth analysis of Hassan.
We're talking about YouTube and Reddit so far. There's also Twitter. So Trash Taste posted this clip from the episode, which people are criticizing this take from Hassan, but I think the bigger focus is how people are receiving him as a guest. You can see here, really disappointing that you guys are platforming this hateful piece of crap on an anime podcast. This will affect if I watch your content in the future, which really disappoints me as I like you guys and have been a supporter since the start. I don't have an issue that you brought on this political joke, but why delete comments? And you can see that was eventually debunked.
Yeah.
Expect him to blame DGG again for all the backlash. Man,
I don't know what the
fell
DGG
off.
is.
Y'all brought on Hassan. Obviously discussed here with 4,800 likes. You guys are so gross for platforming this loser, LMAO. Y'all support terrorists now, whack, unsubscribe, and it goes on and on and on. You can't find any positive comments whatsoever. But there was this other point made in the quotes here, which is another conversation about this choice of guest. This person says, guy who shames people for liking Lolly is on a podcast funded by the corporation that publishes Dragon Maid.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, the anime man has like a lolly that he likes. Come on, Hassan, I'm kind of disappointed on you. Why are you not berating Joey for liking a lolly? Huh? Come on, Hassan, stick to your guns.
Love to see new reasons to pirate anime. Now, I just think this connection between the view of certain fictional content and having him as a choice of guest on the anime podcast here with these particular hosts is insane hypocrisy. I've had the mispleasure of Hassan, and other content creators have had the mispleasure as well, as being labeled a predator live on his stream over topics involving anime. And now he goes on to Trash Taste, is sitting there next to people like Giguk and the Anime Man. Like the Anime Man, for example, for many years, his favorite character from anime, his waifu, was Shinobu Oshino.
Yeah, a lolly.
And now he's sitting buddy-buddy with them, and there's, like even some of the figures behind him would make him a hypocrite by his own standard. He's used to chastise people he doesn't like over fictional content. I think it's incredibly hypocritical. And if you want to, hear that word grifter, right? People throw around grifter all the time. I can't think of anything that actually kind of applies to that. Then saying one thing is so bad in terms of fictional content that's largely focused on in anime is this terrible, disgusting thing that makes you a predator, and then going on a podcast with people who consume that stuff and acting like everything's okay. That seems incredibly disingenuous.
No, it's disgusting. He only brings up anime to criticize, calling people pedophiles, and to just say that the Houthis are just like Luffy, guys. They're just like Luffy because that Houthi kid storm the ship and make hostage is just like Luffy.
But we would see some quotes trying to defend this whole situation. This person saying their Nazi fans are out and loud. Oh yes, the Nazis who just don't like a guy because of horrible shit he's done and said over the years. And he responded actually by saying, I don't think it's all organic trash taste fans, to be honest. So he's not even saying it's a complete misdirection. He's saying, well, it might be some of them, but I can't say it's all of them. I got lots of weirdos roaming the web recently. It's okay to correct the record, in my opinion. They get away with saying a lot of totally ridiculous things. Everyone is capable of making up their mind if they simply watch the stream. Yes, isn't that a crazy thing for him to say? They get away with saying a lot of totally ridiculous things. I can't imagine somebody who's done that and gotten away with it for years and years. The irony is absolutely unreal.
Wait a second. We are going to check
up.
up.
How does he respond to this latest controversy where many people are focusing on the fact that he has been a terrorist sympathizer and showed propaganda on stream? You know what he does in response? He decides it's going to be a good idea to make a terrorism propaganda tier list on Twitch.
Stops me from watching them is because Twitch, unlike any other social media platform, has a rigorous application of their own terms of service.
Yeah, rigorous, because when Asmongold told that a culture was inferior to another, he got banned. And yeah, he got banned. Fair. But when Hassan said the same thing about the Tibet people, oh, no, that doesn't matter. We are going to sing him happy birthday.
Not for you, buddy.
I've actually thought about potentially doing like a tier list reacting to that stuff again.
That stuff, huh?
Oh, the terrorist
That
stuff.
What he's referring to is terrorist propaganda, by the way. But he knows he's in the wrong. He can't even describe it properly, so he calls it that stuff. Well, this whole situation is a gigantic mess, and definitely, like I said, big miscalculation by Trash Taste here. I think they grossly underestimated how negatively people would receive this video, and yeah, there's really not much else to say about it. We'll see if they respond in any further.
They are probably not going to respond and just try to live it up on the rug, down the rug. But
way about the backlash, but until then, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
wait, now we need to do something. We need to do something. Oh, they are losing subscribers. No, they're losing views. Yes. Subscribers, let's see here. Oh, look at that. Minus 10,000 people unsubscribe. Oh, that's so bad. Yes, let's see. Videos. Long. Yes. Oh, I'm not going to create an account, but total views. No, they don't give me the dislikes. But yeah, guys, as you can see, they are losing people. They are losing subscribers, and that's what will hurt. This is what will hurt them. This is what will hurt them the most. But don't send any hate. You don't need to be aggressive with them. Just do the worst thing a content creator can have, and it's just being ignored until they apologize. But yeah, hey up, bye bye.